Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system for your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, gotta binge watch. If you don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second, cause it's HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back in the face, sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Come on in, have a seat so we can get started on this review of Power Book 2 of Ghost. This is a review of Season 2, Episode 5. Matter of fact, let me run it down the bottom. Hold on. Let's see. Let me put it across the bottom. That way, when people come in, they know exactly what we're talking about. And how was everybody's Sunday? Did y'all go to church? I didn't. I had to work. I was working from home. I did 10 and a half. Yeah, 10 and a half. I did 10 and a half hours today. If you include lunch, it's really, it was an 11-hour day, but we get a 30-minute lunch and 2:15, so that's an hour. But you just, of course, subtract just the 30 minutes from your time. So technically speaking, I worked 10 and a half hours, but technically speaking, I still worked 11 because in between my shift, I was taking notes for this show. So always working, child, always working. But yes, come on in, like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, please, and thank you very much. And of course, feel free to tell me your thoughts, your opinions on anything that we discuss on this episode, on the show, period, or anything I took notes on. The storylines, But yes, I think, let's see, we're on episode 5. I think this season is going pretty good. I'm a little scared for Tariq now. I really, really like Tariq. I like his gangster, his intelligence, his swag. I mean, I just like everything about Tariq, which is the same thing I liked about Ghost. Ghost was real gritty. He was a lot more grittier than Tariq. I don't know if we're ever going to get to that point. With Tariq, this is just season 2. It's just season 2. So, I mean, we haven't really got real gritty with he put down a body, but he ain't as gritty and grimy as his father was, or his mother for that matter, because Tasha pretty grimy herself. But let's not forget how she killed her homegirl, okay, and left little Cash Money dollar signs motherless, okay. So we can't forget about that. But yeah, Tasha put in a lot of work, before she went to jail as well. But Tariq, I don't know what else could go wrong with him, but we're gonna get into it. First, just want to rehash last episode. Lauren, she was asked, or should we say pressured, by Professor Milgram to wear a wire in hopes of finding out who really murdered Professor Reynolds. Last episode, Kanan and Brayden were hitting licks. They were hitting licks all over the place, from jewelry stores to stash houses, to raise money for Zeke's defense. That was because, of course, the police, they were believing that Zeke paid Detective Ramirez to kill Professor Reynolds. And from the way Brayden was acting last episode, he must have found his true calling. What y'all think? I mean, to me, Brayden rolling around with Kane, it was like he was getting high off of all those crimes that we're doing, all those heists. Like, maybe he might be like, okay, I don't want to sell these little pills anymore. I want to be out here in the street with Kane, I keep saying I think he gonna end up like a Tommy, in this spinoff. But yeah, last episode also, to take the heat off of Zeke, Kane retrieved Detective Ramirez's body like his mother said, and he took the badge and hid it inside of Teresa's bottom drawer. Now that part, I don't remember Monet telling him to do that. I think he did that entirely on his own. Also, last episode, we found out that Monet and Mecca were the true parents of Zeke, Ezekiel, and Tejada. Last episode, we found out that he might have a chance of being released from prison with the new intel provided to Saxe from his girl, Jenny. And because evidently prosecutor Walter Griffith, who, handled Tejada's case and other cases, was fired for tampering with evidence, also stealing money and drugs from the evidence locker. So Saxe and McClane, or Davis, is trying to get Tejada out of jail. And we know that the money that is being used to pay McClane and them came from the money that Diana stole from her mama, even though her mama didn't know nothing about it and ended up killing one of the contractors who was working on the building. Ooh, I felt so bad for him. But anyway, so this episode we started off with Zeke being hand delivered by Monet and Davis down to the precinct to be booked on Professor Reynolds' murder. And from Zeke's body behavior and his attitude, he was still extremely pissed off at his auntie Mama Monet. You see how I do that? His auntie Mama Monet. That's her nephew's son, and she is his auntie Mama Monet. Now, he had every right to be upset because she totally kept him out of the loop for many things that involve him and his life and his welfare. Like, had he had known that Ramirez was dead, he wouldn't have even brought up the detective's name or gave him Ramirez's PBA card, when he was being questioned about the murder of Professor Reynolds. Now, Monet, she did promise him. She was like, Zeke, every moment that you're in there, no, I'm trying. I'm doing everything in my power to get you out, okay? To which he replied, I don't think you have that much control over this, Monet. It's too late for that. But fortunately for Zeke and his entire family, he was free and clear to go based on new evidence. Ramirez's body, of course, Ramirez's body had resurfaced. Monet had her son, Kane, again, go and retrieve his body from that. I don't know if it was a pond or a lake or what it was, but anyway, he retrieved the body, and therefore they realized, okay, he was already dead before, Professor Reynolds was killed. So that took the heat off of him, at least for the moment. But then later, Monet, she had met up with Mecca to basically tell him, playtime is over. I'm going to stay with my husband. You take your butt back to where you came from, because that ain't his hometown right now. He been staying up in hotels and like penthouses and suites and stuff in hotels. But she told him playtime is over. She needs to focus all her focus on her family. Also, she told him she no longer needed the $1 million, for Mecca's defense. I mean, from Mecca for Zeke's defense case. But Mecca was still offering to take care of her and all of her children, all of her cheering and her cheering. He was up there ready to have her sign off on all these trust funds and everything. He wanted her to sign her name on the dotted line of a living trust. And obviously from their conversation, they both met either when Monet was around, I think she said 16. Yeah, I think she was 16 when they met. She was really young. Now, I don't know how old he was. I don't know if he was doing some kind of, cradle robbing. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But did y'all hear him addressing her as Nene? I was like, okay, I see you, Nene. Girl, I hear you, Nene. Mecca said he ain't leaving New York without his Nene. He was like, I ain't leaving without you, girl. But she told him, you know what? I don't need you. I'm good. I'm fine. So it is what it was on that end. But Tariq, he had told Braden, right after he came back to the dorm, he told Brayden, he's been hearing things going on, people questioning people around the school about drugs, about murders and everything. So he told Brayden they need to clear out their dorm. And Brayden needs to act like he ain't seen Tariq, he ain't seen no hide, no hair of him, and he don't know where he at. He was like, if any of the Tejadas, any of them, mainly Kane and Monet, if any of them come looking for him, you ain't seen him. He's been ghost like his daddy. But then when he got to class, Professor Milgram, she started going all the way in on our boy Reek, because again, remember, Monet told her she better do anything in her power to find out who really killed Reynolds. And the word today, class, was karma. Karma. And karma is a whole biatch, okay? Now, Professor Melvin told Tariq, karma means you cannot escape your sins no matter how fast or how far you run. They'll always catch up to you. Don't you agree, Tariq? Tariq was like, what the hell is you talking about, girl? Excuse me, Professor, because he is very, very respectful, especially of the ladies and grown-ups and everything. But yeah, he was like, what you talking about, Willis? What is you talking about? He didn't have no clue what she was talking about. But Carrie, I was like, girl, do you want to be the next person on the campus to die? Because Reynolds is dead. The GTG is a GTG dude. I think that's their gang name, GTG. He's dead. He was killed at the pool. I was like, girl, you want to be the next person dying? Talking to Tariq like that? And speaking of dying, Monet, she caught up with Tariq after class. She took no time in warning Reek that had Zeke been arrested for Reynolds' murder, Reek would have a bullet in his head. She had that gun on her lap talking to him. She said, I'd shoot you now just for pissing me off and wasting my damn time. But yeah, she didn't put no bullet in his head. Not like the one Professor Reynolds got. She let him slide that time, but she told him, I can't trust you. Reek done lied too many times to Monet. And he keeps getting caught up in his lies. He ain't okay. He's like his daddy, but he ain't just like his daddy, because his daddy didn't get caught up in that many lies. But he been getting caught up. So to regain her trust and respect, he needs to find out who Kane's Connect is. And of course, little to her knowledge, it's her baby daddy Mecca. And not only that, but Tariq could no longer run Course Connect until Monet finds out the name of her son's supplier. So Rick needs some money, right? He needs some money. His daughter, his little sis, she's in the CPS, she's in the system. The grandmother, she done mishandled the trust money. She been getting drunk. She been manhandling the little girl. So Rick, he needs some money because he got to prove that he can get his own place, prove that he got a job, prove that he can provide for his little sis, and also continue to go to school full time. So being that he can't make no money selling the drugs, he later on hooked up with Diana, met up with Diana, and he's like, okay, I need to make this money, but I need you to not let your mother know that I'm going behind her back to buy some drugs from Kane. Okay, how else was he gonna get some money? But everybody at this point, nobody trusts each other. Monet can't trust her kids. Her siblings can't trust their sibling. Reek, he don't know who to trust right now, okay? But it was like Monet, after she gave him that warning, she then met up with her son Kane, because again, she don't trust him either. And so she's like, okay, you and Reek, you're getting on my damn nerves. I can't trust neither one of y'all. Y'all keep lying. Y'all playing behind the scenes. So she was like, okay, Reek's going to do this for me, but I'm going to have my son tell me what Reek's weakness is. And everybody know what that is. That's his little sis, right? This is his little sis, and then his mom, and probably his grandma too, even though he's kind of pissed off at his grandma right now. But she need to find out where his weakness is so that she can control him. So she's pinning Kane and Reek against each other. But is it really possible to control Reek? Do you think Monet or anybody else could possibly control Tariq? Of course not. Of course not. He can't be. Tariq is too doggone smart He's smarter than all them. I don't care how long Monet been in the game, how long her son been in the game. He. I think that he could probably go head to head with Tejada, the big Tejada. Okay, Lorenzo, that's how smart he is. He's really smart. He knows how he plays chess, not checkers. Okay, and I call him Little Ghost because he really acts and moves like his father Ghost did, and I don't think he'll ever let nobody control him. And if you try to control him or try to make a fool out of him, the way his mind works, Tariq's mind, you'll always be on the losing side. Always be on the losing side. But anyway, Tariq is losing right now. Y'all, what do y'all think is gonna happen to Tariq? What is he gonna think? I mean, everybody's playing him. Monet is playing him. Kane is playing him. And also Diana. Diana's playing him. Diana playing both of them. Everybody's playing each other. This show had me cracking up because even Diana was playing her brother and she was playing Tariq. After Tariq said, "I need to find out who your brother's connect is," then no. Monet asked Tariq. He needs to find out who her son's connect is. Diana, she's like, I need you to find out, Reek, what my brother's doing behind our back. And then Reek told Diana not to let Monet know what he doing behind her back. It's a whole mess, child. It's a whole mess. But anywho, Diana again was playing her brother Kane. In order for her to not tell Monet that Reek is buying drugs from Kane behind her back, Reek again has to find out what Kane has been doing. And I'm telling you, if Monet, I really think that Monet should send her daughter Diana to college. I really think it would be for the best interest for the family. I really do. Monet's daughter, she's ready. She's ready to be out there doing a lot more than what she's doing. And starting, she wants to get her degree because she definitely wants to be able to help them with their money, with their finances, dispersing funds, maybe hiding a little bit here, running money through here, and I think they would greatly benefit for her. She didn't figure the whole thing out. She didn't figure everything out. She knew her brother sugar down that supply. Then she didn't even bat an eye after finding out what her mother did to the contractor, because she thought the contractor had stole all the money. Instead, it was her own daughter. But anyway, Monet knows that now. But back to Tariq. When did he get a car? Did I sleep on something? When did Tariq get a car? I don't remember Tariq ever having a car. I don't remember him ever having a car. It seemed like every time he showed up, every time he departed, he would be either walking, or at least that's what I was thinking. He was walking, taking a train, the subway, taxi, bus, something. But he was in a nice car. Wasn't it a BMW? Was it a Beamer? I think it was a Beamer. Hold on one second. I think it was a Beamer. I think it was. Oh, he borrowed that. Okay, girl. Thank you, Lady Virtue. Do you know how hard I was thinking? I'm like, where the hell did he get this car? Because he's only in school to help out his brother. He ain't, to help out Zeke, with studying and everything. He ain't had no job. He wasn't getting no money from the trust or nothing like that. Well, he was slanging on the side, but I don't think they was making that much money for him to be buying cars like that. But then I guess it would have probably put too much light on him too, because of his criminal activities on campus. But thank you, hon. Thank you. It makes sense now because I was really confused. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, he took the car. He was spying on Kane and Braden. He saw them make this change. Then he did that so he could follow Kane to wherever he was meeting his plug or, his supplier or whatnot, which was at Mecca's hotel. So he found out it was a dude named Mecca, but then he didn't know he was going to end up getting his ass whooped on by Nuff. And thank God that dude, I told him to stop. Come to find out, I knew the cook. I knew the cook was more than the cook. The chef, I knew he was more than the chef. Oh, did you see him? Oh, did you see how fast he? Man, okay, Kane. He knew better. He knew better not to step into the Fenric. He was like, I don't know him. Who that man, Harpo? I don't know him. He said, I don't know that man, Harpo. He played it all real cool because I don't know what they would have tried to do to him, because that would have been the second time. Because remember the first friend of his whose fingers got bent all the way back and broken by Mecca? He wasn't supposed to be there anyway. And he followed him, and they was already pissed off at him for that, for not paying attention to his surroundings, which it seems like Kane never does. And you would think with all the shit that he's done that he would pay more attention to his surroundings. But nope, he didn't. And Tariq found out who his supplier was and where his supplier was holed up at the hotel. But yeah, that dude he ended up face down on top of them lobsters, and I was mad. I was like, what? You had to kill him over the lobsters? As much as them damn things cost. The man was all in the ice, blood was squirting all out the side of his neck. But that cook, that chef, or I think he's something else, but he's one of the goons, obviously, but he can also cook. Cooking is a side job. I think he's a goon by day, chef by night. But yeah, the way he just didn't even see it coming. He was like, slit his whole throat and had it. Oh, I was like, oh, them lobsters, go wash them off now. It's just a little extra seasoning. Just that made people think it's cayenne pepper or some shit. But I was mad about that. I was like, man, you had to kill him over the god doggone lobster tails. But yeah. So anyway, that's what Nuff got for assuming that Reek was part of the Mahoney crew. Mahoney is Mecca's competitor, So he thought that it was part of the dude, Tariq was part of the Mahoney crew. And that's why he basically stoned him down like that. Now, Kane did manage to swipe Reek's phone from Nuff to find out about Reek's morning court appointment. But as far as you said, wasted good stuff. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, Chef Assassin. I like that. I like that, Lady Virtue. Chef Assassin. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that one. I'm gonna use that one. Okay. But you said wasting all that good old soup. And did you see how big them lobsters? I ain't never seen none that big. And I have been to a lot of seafood steakhouses. There was some nice sized lobsters. But they are in New York and they right there by the water. So, being on the coast, you get the best of the seafood. But yeah. But Okay, so now, Detective Whitman. I don't like him. I just don't like him. I ain't liked him since he came on the show messing with Carrie, because of their relationship that they had in the past or whatnot. And he's so overbearing. He's so overbearing. He sounds like a narc. He acts like a narcissist. But finally, this episode, he let Tate's brother have the floor. He listened to him. Tate's brother Kamal. He listened to him, explain to him the reason why he thinks is on Tariq. Because the book that Reynolds wrote, or he was writing before he died, they asked Professor Milgram to read the new book. And so after reading the new book, she was like, well, I think the only person, it got to be Tariq. Excuse me. She said it got to be Tariq, but she didn't think it was Brayden because of his influential family who has a lot of cheese, right? Why would he be selling pills and stuff around campus? He don't need the money. He can get the money from his parents, right? But yeah, so they basically think Tariq and him was involved more than what Tariq is saying, because Tariq knew about the book prior to Reynolds' untimely death. But Carrie, she was pretty certain who the drug dealer on campus was, which was why she was going in on Tyreek anyway. But and then on top of that, it's kind of believable because of who Reek's dad is, right? Kingpin, he's dead now, but still, he was one of the biggest kingpins. And so that's when Lauren comes into play. Now, when she first got that Rolex, last episode, I didn't put two and two together. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't put two and two together. But I did this at the very beginning of this episode. It just kind of hit me. I was like, she got that Rolex right around the time they said they want her to spy on Tariq or wear a wire or, something like that. So I realized then that's what was in the Rolex. It was a wire or something like that. But she's doing her best to catch Tariq. Tariq is smart, though. Like I said, that's why I like him. He's smart. He's quick on his toes. And he wasn't really telling Lauren anything. And he should not. Like, okay, so what? This is the like second second semester or second year of school or whatever. He don't really know her. And as far as his personal business, Monet's business, his mother's business, he's really not sharing too much. So he is smart enough not to do that. But they still putting it together. They putting it together without her even revealing anything. But she did say she don't think Braden, has anything to do with it. But as far as that watch, I mean that's a watch, child. The badge. As far as that badge, I didn't think they was gonna find it that fast. I didn't think they were gonna find it that fast because of the fact that Reek, he had got an apartment. Lauren got him apartment, and about that apartment, that's her brother's. Do y'all think that she got the apartment because she's genuinely concerned about him and his sister, and his sister staying out of CPS, or do y'all think that she went over and beyond to get him a place to stay so that he could trust her and maybe open up to him, open up to her a little more? So y'all let me know about that. Do y'all? I still don't. Me and my cousin, my boy cousin, he's like, man, nah, she ain't up to nothing. Nah, she's straight. Nah, she really like him. Nah, but me, I'm just like, I don't know. I ain't never felt that lady or that girl. I ain't never felt it for her. Her hooking up with Reek or none of that. I just really never. I, I don't know. But yeah. She was trying to do her best to catch Reek slipping. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about old Lauren. But after finding out that Kane is Lorenzo's son, and Kane had a rap sheet, Detective Whitman, he wanted to turn his attention to Kane, but Kamal kept insisting that they keep their eyes on Tariq, and I guess thank goodness they did, because then that's when they found Ramirez's badge in Tariq's bottom drawer. Now, again, I didn't think they would find it so quickly because things were moving so fast and so smooth for Tariq. I mean, he did get his butt whooped, but the next day he was still able to get him a apartment. He got temporary custody of his sus, so everything seemed to be working out. And then he walks out, and bam, there's the police there to arrest him and take him downtown to jail. But y'all need to tell me what y'all thought about Ghost's letter to him. I thought that was so cold. Now, I knew Ghost. We all know that Ghost and Reek didn't have the best relationship. Tariq, he was a mama's boy, true to heart. He did love his mother more than Ghost, but I don't think Ghost ever knew that Tariq was gonna be the one to kill him. I don't think that. But I guess he did figure that because of the way Tariq was moving, not listening to him, being hard-headed, not just going to school and, making the best out of his career. I mean, his college and or school and, higher learning. But he figured out, he's going to end up in jail for murder. But that note was so cold. It said, I knew you end up here, Lil Nicky. I was like, what? Because for some reason, I don't know, some small reason, I just knew that Ghost, you know how they say people can speak to you from the dead, you know. And I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be a nice letter with some encouragement, some advice. If you get in trouble, call this person. If you get in trouble, there's some money stashed here. If you get in trouble, call this lawyer. That's what I was thinking was going to be in the letter. But no, not from his daddy, not from Ghost. The letter said, I knew you'd end up in here, little nigga, right where you belong. And Reed just folds the letter back up like, damn. That was cold, y'all. That was cold. That was from Ghost, but he did kill his daddy. And Professor Milgram, she told him all about karma, right? It'll never stop following you. It'll never stop following until it catch up with you. But they got to Reed for the murder just after he won temporary custody of his sister. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think about Davis and his brother's storyline? Like when Davis sat down with his brother today, we got a little bit more insight on why his brother is probably in jail. Davis really, really wants to get his brother out of jail because he obviously feels like he don't belong there. But his brother feels like, I'm cool. Leave me here. I'm good. I can do this time, bruh. Because like you'll do anything to get me out, I'll do anything to keep you out. Okay? So I think what might have happened, maybe Davis committed a murder. Maybe Davis was dealing drugs. Maybe Davis, I don't know what. Y'all let me know what y'all think Davis might have done. But I don't know what he possibly could have done. But obviously his brother took the fall. That's what it looks like. His brother took the fall for whatever Davis did. But again, I don't know what it could be, but they'll probably get into that next episode on episode 6. Now, as far as Monet changed her mind. By the end of the show, she had changed her mind about Mecca, aka Dante, aka her baby daddy. Now, I guess Dante, he done played his cards right. After all, he didn't play his cards right. So she's now planning to leave New York with him and get her kids out of the game as well. Now, I wouldn't even really still, even though he said he would set up a trust fund and help her take care of all of her kids, if she be with him, he's still in the game. He's still a drug dealer. He's obviously doing very well. Very well. At least that's what it seems like with all those drugs he had and everything. And him living at the top of the hotels, and got goons and murderers and everything in his camp. So it seems like he's in the game as far as you can be in the game. So I think if she even got back with him, she'd probably end up in the same type of situation, if not worse. But y'all let me know what you think about that, and let me know how you think her kids will feel about that, and let me know how you think the kids will feel, all of them, her nephew son and her real kid. Well, Zeke is her kid. Okay. How would her nephew son feel and her 2 kids that she's been claiming all this time? Do you think that Lorenzo Tejada knows about Zeke? He was really adamant, the episode before about not letting Monet mortgage the house to get Zeke a lawyer. He said, that's not my kid. Had it been my kids, I would have had no problem allowing you to, mortgage the house, even though you should have had all that money stashed up at the club, the bar. But yeah, he was very adamant about not putting any money towards or mortgaging the house for Zeke. So I wonder, does he know, like all this time, did he know Zeke was her son and another man's son and not really her nephew? I wonder who all knows, if anybody. And how do you think Zeke will feel? Because she didn't put Zeke in a lot of positions. And she always make it seem like all she wants him to do is go to the NBA so he can make enough money to get them out the game. So he can set them up for life, right? So how would you feel learning this is your mama that almost got you locked up? And it's still a possibility that he can still get locked up. It's still a possibility that he could still get locked up. all her kids, all the kids, they mistrusting each other. Her nephew's son don't trust her. She can't trust her kids. That's why she thinks that she needs a new start and she needs to leave New York with Mecca. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Um, I don't know. For some reason, I think she might find out also that Kane was behind Reek getting arrested and then take the money that Mecca was offering her for Zeke's defense and put it towards Reek's defense. How do y'all feel about that scenario as well? Because I mean, Neek is gonna need some money, y'all. You said I'm ready for Mecca. Oh yes, I'm ready for a Mecca and Lorenzo showdown as well because I have a feeling that those two really know each other. I don't know on what terms they know each other. Again, I don't know if Lorenzo knows that Mecca's, I mean, the father of Zeke and Monet's the mother of Zeke, but you said you think he might have had suspicions about Zeke being her son? Uh-huh. You said the kids will side with Lorenzo. Yep, I think so too. And I think his daughter, like I said, I think Lorenzo is going to get out of jail probably next episode. He'll probably get out of jail because wouldn't that make sense? Wouldn't that be perfect for the storyline? Monet is thinking about leaving. Lorenzo's about to probably get out really, really soon. But then again, with Tariq locked up, I don't know if Monet will really leave because even though Tariq lied to her a few times, I think her and Reek have a better relationship than her and Kane. Hell, even better than her and Drew. You know? So I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. So for the people who come into the show later, because we always get a lot of views after the show is over. For y'all who came in later, let me know in the comment section your thoughts or opinions, suggestions on the show, the storylines, the different characters, or whatever we talked about tonight. And if you want to answer my questions that I asked throughout the show, feel free to ask the questions. I always read my comments. And also, everybody, make sure you like and share the video, subscribe to the channel. And if I don't talk to any of you guys who are watching right now before Christmas, happy holidays. May your holiday be blessed. May it be safe. May it be full of everything you desire. And I ain't talking about gifts, okay? I'm talking about love, family, joy, peace, goodwill to men, you know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times. And always, always, always remember, take care of someone else and not just yourself. Look out for somebody, especially this week. I'm out.